Early on, I spoke about how it is difficult for people to keep to a New Year resolution. Today is day 10 of the year 2020, and I've wondered how many of you have already broken your New Year resolution. If you haven't had a chance to watch the video about why we can't commit to a New Year resolution, be sure to click on the pop-up link in the top right hand corner here so you can figure out where you go wrong and how to fix it. Let's talk discipline. It is like a unicorn. Everybody talks about it, but not many people have it. Like your New Year resolution, it is so hard to commit sometimes when we begin a certain task or project. People talk about training yourself to be disciplined. The truth is, it is extremely hard to be disciplined when you're faced with a boring or tedious task. Our brain knows it, and we will always end up finding some excuse to avoid it. But without discipline, we'll all be sloths, too lazy to do anything. Personally for me, losing discipline means losing control. We cannot wait for things to come to us in life. To get what you want, you need to fight for it. Although discipline is hard to achieve, it is not impossible to mimic it. The way we do this is by making use of our habits. In this video, I'll be showing you 3 simple ways of how to hack your habits to get things done. Habits makes up 40% of our actions. Our brain uses habits in place of computing menial and boring tasks to avoid making infinite decisions. Unfortunately, some people end up allocating important tasks such as driving to habits. I'm a very systematic person. The way I view how we operate is by building a model that works to avoid overloading our brain with every single tiny computation. We build a model to help us deal with day-to-day situations such as casual interactions with others, how we behave in public, how we occupy ourselves when we are bored. It is a huge brain space saver. Unfortunately, the downside of habits is that there are also bad habits, such as compulsively checking your phones, late night snacking, and binge drinking. Needless to say, we need to decide which habits are good and which are detrimental. It is not that hard. If a habit doesn't add value to your life, it's a bad habit. Now, identify the things you want to improve. Make a list of them, limiting them to about 10 things. This can be simple stuff such as drinking more water, working out, reading a book, or watching less TV. Once you've decided on which task to work on, it is time to hack it. So, I'm a very lazy person. Rather than working my life around a certain task, I will find ways to make the task work around me. For example, I'm currently studying for my surgical exams. Sitting in front of last anatomy would just put me to sleep. To hack this, my friend has introduced me the use of Anki cards. It is a simple app on your mobile phone, like a mobile version of flashcards where they will ask you questions randomly and provide you with answers after. This allowed me to revise on the trains when I commute, at boring meetings, or in the toilet. Although it's insufficient, it does give me insight of what I do not know so I can revise them later. Another method is by combining a few habits into your daily routine. We are all busy people. Finding time to read can be very hard. One of the things I started doing is by listening to audiobooks when I drive or work out. Ensuring a conducive environment. You know those times when you were in front of a computer trying to get things done, all of a sudden you became aware that your room is hot, you're sweating, your neighbor's cat is squeaking at the top of its voice? Part of it is your brain telling you that you're too lazy. But this also tells us that our environment plays an important role if you want our brain to function optimally. When I prepare material for my videos, I would tend to do that on a laptop, on a comfortable couch, or a quiet place. Sometimes, surrounding yourself with like-minded people will motivate and push you too. This is why it is important to choose your friends. Make someone hold you accountable. I've never been a breakfast guy. When I live alone, my breakfast consists of a cup of coffee. Yet recently, I've started eating breakfast. It is not something extravagant such as smashed avocados with poached eggs. Rather, it is something simple, like soaked oats with yogurt. It is something I can prepare overnight and have it in the fridge ready by the next morning. Sometimes, I will eat it on the train if I'm running late. Of course, this does not answer the question of how I manage to prepare it every night. The trick is to make someone hold you accountable for it. To help me out, Emily has started to have breakfast with me. To make it for 2 people is a lot better than making it for 1. Chances are we are likely to prepare it, as we want to make sure that our loved ones have breakfast too. Hopefully you find this video helpful, and as always, remember to subscribe. I'll see you all next Friday.